Well, it looks like we back here again on our raw shit. Tonight, we're talking Gambit. This will be, I believe, episode 41? Big old question mark? I believe that's what it is. Watch, that's what it is. Because yes, no. This is now episode number 42. Woo! Trying to keep up with this shit, man. So let's go ahead and get right into it on the talk about Gambit, the way it is structured as of right now. And I hope everybody can hear me that will be watching this in the past broadcast, or if you happen to catch me in my live show. So, first of all, I'm torn. I gotta say that I'm torn, especially when it comes to Gambit, because there was quite a bit of memories when it comes to Gambit, all the way back when it was first introduced to Destiny. And that being said, we've seen a lot of changes when it comes to Gambit, and I think as of right now, I would have to say it's quite interesting. Now, before I actually got a chance to even try it out, and I guess it was right after Bungie made their changes to the game mode, which now I guess we'll go ahead and go into what it is that you have to do if you are unaware, you never play Gambit, you're not sure if you want to jump in. So this is what happens. Everything starts out as pretty much normal, and what you will see is once you get in, you do the exact same thing, and now we do have some weapons that do special perks. Like for an example, I do have an auto rifle that's from Gambit that if I start firing upon the invader, then it will actually tag him for my teammates. So I think that's pretty cool. I think we've seen stuff like this back when we had Gambit Prime still, and we had the armor that you can grind for, and it gave you special perks only in Gambit Prime. But now they have done away with Gambit Prime and basically moved Gambit Prime and just the standard Gambit into one. And I got a feeling I'm going to say Gambit a lot in this in this episode. So I do apologize if that ends up being the case. And anyways, we right now it's, I think really all that the initial changes, I don't feel like there's as many invasions, I would say. I think it all basically stays the same except until you get to the Primeval. Now, once you have the Primeval summon, it's no longer try to melt your Primeval the fastest all in one phase. Now you actually have to go and hunt down I had the word in my head, the basically the wizards and you would have to, I want to think of it, it's going to hit me just like that here in like 2 seconds. Watch. But you have to go get the wizards and kill them in order to bust down the shield, because it's phased now. There's no more trying to melt the boss as quickly as possible. And I think it's an interesting concept. And where they put those wizards, they actually, instead of being spawn like instead of them actually spawning in the middle with the primeval, they're going to be in the either one of the 3 locations where like all the ads basically spawn in. And god damn it, I know it's gonna hit me like a fucking truck in like 2 seconds. God, I say 2 seconds. I keep saying 2 seconds, but it's not gonna be like 2 seconds. But I keep wanting to say enclave, but for some reason that word is stuck in my head for some reason. Maybe because we were talking all about the weapon crafting system last night. So if you weren't here for that, that was the last episode you will find here on this channel. So anyways, I would say before I even actually had a chance when it came to Gambit, it always seemed, it always seems like, there was a lot of complaints about how people, oh, well, it's just basically everybody running rockets. Like, that's something new, to be honest. I mean, is that really anything new when it comes to this sort of thing? I mean, of course, everybody's going to basically, put themselves in a position where they actually run the exact same things, basically. So if it's just like when we seen Sleeper Simulant was just reckoning Gambit, or Queen Berker's bow, or any other of the weapons that were meta in Gambit, that's what people ran. I mean, that's kind of par for the course, and unfortunately, I don't know if I would actually have to ask this question. Is Gambit really going to be something that is worth saving? Is it something that is going to be sticking around long term? Could they technically actually fix it? But I mean, to tell you the truth, I actually pretty much, when I actually got a chance to go in and play the new version of the Gambit system, it really wasn't that bad. It was very interesting. And I think when it came to just kind of loop back around to what I was saying about the heavies or Galahorns, I guess it was just heavy was too prevalent. When before, it's like, even with the mods, it felt like it was really hard to get heavy. Like, they really boil it down, and a lot of times it's whoever could get the heavy tends to end up winning the game. But I honestly think that, in my personal opinion, and this is only me myself, I don't speak for no one, so I think that Gambit should be here to stay. I think we can make some changes, make it more interesting or whatever. Maybe make some changes to it. I would have to say I really don't want Gambit to go, because Gambit really does hold a special place in my heart. When it comes to the game mode itself, I remember the long nights of playing with the boys, and and just like mowing down other teams and almost clutching it or whatever. You know, and you had the 3 rounds that you had to play. And I can say what the worst part of it was probably when we were trying, everybody was trying to grind for the breakneck auto rifle. Oh, wow, that was a lot of Gambit. So, so I guess the idea around this is if you come across this stream and really, it's not really about my opinion. That's not what this is. This is not me to try to posture myself that I want to become some authority within the Destiny community realm. This is more of a platform for those of you that actually feel like you need to express your opinion. Of course, yeah, sure. Go ahead. You could do it on Twitter, you could do it on Facebook, you could do it in the comment sections here on YouTube. But to be honest, I mean, do you really feel like you're actually making an impact? Especially whenever, let's say, which I'm trying to refrain from making this whole thing about us against streamers stuff bullshit, you know, because it's not going to go anywhere. But I think, you know, whenever you need to call something out, you know, it should be fucking called out, to be honest. So I think that I would think, now I just lost my train of thought. Holy shit, my mind just went blank. See, this is what happens when I don't have anybody to talk to. My mind just it will go way over here. So what I was saying was, when it comes to, you know, streamers and you're trying to base your opinion, I see this all the time, where if you go into that certain echo chamber or little clique that these guys have created themselves, and if you give any kind of criticism, and I'm not talking about like the trolls, because I understand people do that just to ruin someone's day. I get that. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm actually talking about the people that are actually genuine. And you can always kind of give an idea, get an idea. You know, it always seems like those who criticize something hate it when they get criticized, because even though, you know, they're sitting here making money criticizing a video game company as if they were a part of a gaming developing company to begin with. You know, let me give this as an example. If I was at work and somebody that didn't know how to turn a wrench tried to tell me how to do my job, I get pretty fucking annoyed and pretty fucking pissed. Because it's like, well, who the fuck are you? I'm not talking about constructive criticism here. Constructive criticism is fine, you know? And I feel like some people has lost sight on what constructive criticism actually means, in my humble opinion. So, but you know, I guess we'll just see how this whole thing goes. So let's see. I kind of wonder, I guess instead of bitching about it, I guess it would be a good idea to maybe come up with my own thinking. I think, I wonder if it'd be kind of interesting if you had, I don't even know if this is even a possibility. Probably not. It would probably have way too many problems. But let's say you add a third team on Gambit. let's say instead of just one group going against another group, but you added a third. And I guess you would have to, in order, like, I was thinking like maybe just one portal and you could be, you can invade either or, but I think that would cause too many problems. I think you would actually have to have like 2 other portals in order to, you could choose which team you want to invade. And of course the one person, but one team at a time. Like you can't have like 2 teams invading one team. That would be a little difficult unless you threw in like a little bone in there or something. Let's say one team invades this team and the other team decided to invade the exact same team. Envoys, that's what I was thinking of. See, I told you it hit me like a truck. The damn envoys. So, anyways, thought I'd put that out there. I had it in my head, but I couldn't even think of it. So, anyways, you can have one, like, maybe if one invader actually ends up killing the other invader. Who knows? Maybe they drop like 25 motes or something ridiculous. Something that would actually be worth, hey, they're invading this team. What's more beneficial, killing the other invader or taking out the entire team, or do both? I think that would be pretty sick. But I think that could end up winding up being like crazy stupid. Probably would make the match last much longer because, I don't mind longer matches, but I do feel like if you go too long, it does get it kind of annoying, especially when you got to do it multiple times. So, but anyways, to be honest, I think this is going to be another lonely night. I'm here all alone, but that's all right. Right now, we out here putting up some streams. I'm at, I think, last time I checked, I had like 57 streams. So I think this is supposed to be like 58 by the end of it. So, I'm trying to think of what other kind of topics besides just Gambit. Another cool thing that I should start doing is maybe I could write my thoughts down. And any other, like, maybe, and then after I kind of write my thoughts for like that specific topic, maybe then start adding some extra topics. So it's like, all right, I could kind of do this topic on the fly, but this one I actually want to like hit home. So because it's basically the beginning of topic. But I promise you, these streams are so much better whenever they, when you get like more, when you get another person to talk to, I guess this is more to look back on what I could do to improve. I was going to be working up something for the stream. Already got some for this week. I know it's like already what Wednesday, I would say, right? It's Wednesday, I think. Yeah. So it's already Wednesday. So I do have an idea, but the only problem is trying to find the time to do it. So literally, because I can't really have a stream until after 9:30 or after 9 o'clock at night. So this would be great if you're a worker lurker and you just want to listen in onto a podcast, or not really a podcast anymore, but a radio show, and you work that graveyard shift, and if you're able to, pop some headphones in, just mind you, this is not family friendly, so I guarantee, do not listen on a loudspeaker like in a daycare center, which who does a daycare center in the middle of the night? But let's say, you watch this during the next day or some shit, then yeah, I would not recommend this show. I'm sure there's a lot of other shows that you could be listening to, but myself. I mean, it's not like what we get all dirty and nasty and shit, but shit pops off, every once in a while. But if this is your first time, I'm actually building this kind of piece by piece. So each week I will be adding something new when it comes to the stream itself. Either a new feature, something. Like I would just come up with something each week and just keep adding and adding and adding. Last week was my response section. I made a response scene where I can go in and let's say so and so says something that I feel the need to respond, but I don't think that leaving a comment is going to it's not going to hit that same point. Yes, you might say it's called cloud chasing. I don't give a fuck. All right? Like, seriously. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not here to, like, I'm here to respond. That's all I care about. Sure, yeah, I could leave a comment, but I think this is going to hit a little bit different. And, that's another thing. All right? I think if I'm able to actually respond to a certain person, me actually doing it in this format would actually be better than actually trying to do it in typing it, because it's different, right? It's almost like you can text somebody, for example, you could text somebody and say something and they could take it the wrong way. Versus if you said the exact same words over the phone and you can kind of hear their tone and you kind of get the gist of it. Because you could, say some shit. Yeah, I could leave a comment, but what if that comment is portrayed in the wrong way? It's like, nah, you know what? This is how I'm going to do my response. If I need to respond to somebody. So I will clip you and I don't care. Like, I will make sure that it's not out of context. That way, I'll do I'll try to get as much to fit in there as possible. My first one was a few streams ago towards Lono, who used to be SNTR Presents, and then he went to I guess now he does it was a Reforge Radio now. Well, that's for the other topics, but Reforge Gaming is where basically he holds his show throughout the day, Monday through Friday. You're welcome for the plug, by the way. But anyways, he did make it. He was talking about basically fanboys defending a game, and you can love a game too much. And it's like, yeah, sure. But, my response is that he's actually making the argument for his opponent that does not exist and making it as exaggerated as possible. Like, really? And the only reason why I brought him up is because he used to cover Destiny at one point in time. Before he got banned from Twitch, he got banned from Destiny. That I don't give a fuck how it happened. That's his problem. Something that he has to deal with. I really don't care. So anyways, I think That so all of that goes with you on how you excuse me, if you present yourself towards an argument, instead of, oh, well, I'm going to make your argument for you because I'm a streamer. I've been doing this for 7 years, so I know everything. It's like, no. Listen, okay? You're making the most dramatic person to be this big. You can't really see because like there's not enough camera, but you're making it huge instead of what it like. It probably only it really only like maybe amounts to like 1 or 2 people that probably you interact with. And it's funny because he participates in the exact same thing. So, but that's just my opinion. And it was kind of one of my first ways to respond to that. So I did make it to that section. You will see more of those in the future. I don't know how often I'll do them. I guess it's just when the moment strikes and I feel the need to do so, I will. And welcome if you are new here and you're gone. So maybe it's a shirt. I think it's a shirt. It just says I'm just here for the raid. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to wear a better shirt. But anyways, let's see. So we got that. Building up the stream, making it better, hopefully week by week. Taking my time, not trying to rush it. I've been trying to like frantically trying to figure out how to make a thumbnail to try to change it up, but it's like, you know what? Screw it. I already got one. It's there. It's ready to go. And I'm not changing it for a while. Maybe and later on. I tend to do things. I tend to change things. You know, it's kind of a habit that I end up doing. But that's okay. That is okay. So, let's see where we at. We at started an hour ago. So we're about 30 minutes in. Okay. So yeah, that was a long-winded rant. Oh shit. Yeah, I got a lot on my mind. I just want to just put out there. You know, I just don't feel like, I feel like some people just don't have that opportunity. That's the reason why I put this together. You know, that's like this. I don't care if you love Destiny, if you hate it for the passion, but somehow you still play it, or if you think that you're addicted to the game. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I would love to hear everybody's opinions. Think of me as somebody that listens really good and at the same time doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. Because I tend to do that too. But let me, if you're even here at this point, I'll show you around. If this is your first time here, because this is always someone's first time. So basically, this is my other scene where basically I'm still learning the camera angles here. It's kind of weird. But this is where everything lies when it comes to my Discord. And this is where you can join in and you can be a part of the show. Unfortunately, you can't just join and then try to get on the show and then bounce. You know, you gotta stick around for a little bit. Come on, you gotta put some work into it. You know, do a little type grind maybe, and then you'll get to a rank, because I got a ranking system. So you get to a certain point, I start recognizing names, and or if you just get me on a one-on-one talk or some shit like that, shit, we'll talk. Shit, I'll talk to anybody. I could be cool with anybody. But really, what really inspired this whole thing before, when this whole thing was actually not Guardian Talk Radio, but the Luke Cave podcast, I was actually trying to get like, I started like on my PlayStation. I did everything from my PlayStation, and I had no camera, no lights, no nothing, no microphone, except, well, I believe I did end up buying a microphone at some point, but I if I remember correctly, I just had a headset just on my head, and I had a photo that was kind of like the background, a still photo. It wasn't as live as what you see here now. I mean, you could go back to my older like my older shows. I mean, Jesus Christ, this thing is, it's changed quite a bit. I hardly recognize it. And it was mainly designed for like smaller streamers to kind of bring out the, those who are really, trying to get into that streaming game, and giving them a platform to, really kind of humanize that person. You kind of have a chance to get to know that person. I still kind of have that on the table, and that would be more later down the line. Probably going to be more for my Guardian Talk podcast, which I think how I want to do this is I'll have maybe I'll have like this channel will probably end up turning into Guardian Talk Radio, and then I will build up another channel for like my live streams, just playing games, once I get to that point. And then I'll have maybe a third, or I'll just have, maybe this will just be Guardian Talk, and then I can have radio and podcast, sections where it could be one of the same. It would still be on the same channel. Or I could just be like, screw that, I'm just going to do it all on one channel. There's no point in me having like 3 or 4 channels, just one channel where you can find everything. I have everything categorized, everything that I do. Like, I don't even think I've missed a video. Every time I always add it to a certain category. So if you want to listen to my talk show here at Guardian Talk Radio, here you are. You have a whole playlist, just that. And then if you want to see gameplay, boom, I got gameplay, which it's not like glamorous or anything. It's just really me just fucking around playing the game. So, and I had some very interesting streams for like a few weeks ago for like an entire week. But also I have the well, there was one more. Yeah, the Guardian Talk Radio, the gaming, and there was one more. I can't remember. I don't think I really use that or even have it anymore. It looks like Jay is in the house. He has joined us in the audience tonight. Welcome, Jay. I hope you are doing well. Okay, so he has just notified me that he's not going to be able to join just yet. So I guess I can ramble on for just a little bit longer. And you guys will actually get to have a little taste of what it's like if you actually watch the show from this far in. Just saying. Let's see. But basically, I know Jay. He's in my clan and everything, so he's a good buddy of mine. But this is a good example on how it would be. You can actually join in on the show. Let's say you can't afford that YouTube premium, which is fine. Hey, you can get into into my Discord, you can actually just listen in onto there. So you can actually turn your phone off and just kind of put it off to the side, have some earbuds in or whatever, some headphones, you know, get to chilling, listening, maybe even playing the game or whatever game it is that you enjoy playing. And and that way you don't have to have YouTube Premium. The only downfall is there's no music. I don't have that set up. They don't have that capability just yet. It would be kind of cool if they could add that feature or I could figure out a way in order to have music, maybe have somebody who's like my dedicated DJ, right? Could be my dedicated DJ, and you could be playing music while and people can make requests. Hey, play this song, and you can have all the songs that you want to play in the Discord. I ain't gonna care about the whole, is it gonna get me to I'm not even cared about demonetized, but copyright strike, because it ain't gonna be picked up on the stream. That would be freaking awesome if you could do that. Have some music playing. But I would think actually that I could maybe find a way to do that. Let's take for example, maybe, well, I don't know, because that would be kind of crappy too. It wouldn't sound as crisp as probably how I would like it. So, but maybe I'll figure that out at some point where I could actually have music for you guys and you can listen to all the big names and shit as much as you want while the stream is going, as long as it's not too distracting or too loud. But maybe I'll find me somebody that's a tech savvy and be like, oh yeah, you can do that, it's pretty fucking easy. It's like, all right, show me how to do it, and we'll get it set up, and maybe I'll have just like one person that has capability of controlling it, and he'll be my DJ, and people can make requests while they're listening to the show. They got some good music that's not loud but just chill, everybody could be vibing. I don't know how well that's going to turn out, and to be quite honest, I don't even know how many people could fit in the Discord that could listen into the show, for real. I don't know if it's only like 20, 30 people, or if I could have 100 people in there. I really have no idea. Let's see. Actually, if you do get this kind of, if you've gotten this far into the stream, right now, I'm not too worried about how many likes I get on each video. More or less, it's more of me trying to get as many subs as possible, and I had a goal 6 months ago before Witch Queen dropped, and to try to get myself up to 100 subs. But yeah, that was not happening. I'm barely touching 60, but one day we'll get there, and I'm pretty sure once the word kind of gets out, we get a flow going, I can get some more people that can show up and actually, hold conversations and everything. I'm trying not to make this where you have to, you don't have to pay me nothing. You don't have to be a member in order to join into the call-ins. I want people to be able to express their opinions. I don't know what that word was about to go, but I want to make it where people could express their opinions without having to buy into it. It's like, I'm not trying to sit here and try to make some money off people that just want to express themselves a little bit. Fuck that. Who I know there's some that do that shit, and oh, you know what? Kudos to you, I guess. Hang on a second. Let me. Okay. All this chit chat's making me thirsty. Let's see here. And you have different ways that you can get a hold of me. You know, you can get a hold of me through the Discord. Actually, I can give you my Discord name. Let's see if I go. I'm gonna change it up a little bit here. And right here, which is Armalite-X number 7925. That is my Discord name. So if you want to send me a friend request, you want to chat it up, whatever the case may be, I am open. Actually, if you, I also play on PlayStation. So I know we have cross-platform, so it doesn't really matter if, let's say, you decide you want to maybe send me a PSN friend request, or if you want to send me a Bungie friend request. You know, it's going to be the exact same. Armalite-X. Unless if I decide to change it up a little bit. So I am sending out that invite to those of you who make it this far. So, and it's funny because I just did this to the camera and you couldn't even see me. Woo. Let's see. I don't know if Jay is going to be able to show up for us this evening, so I think what we'll end up doing is usually when streams go like this, when there's like nothing, you know, maybe it could be the topic. Maybe nobody really cares about Gambit, but I figure I'd put my point of view out there. Why not? Just do it, get it out there, put it up, and I put up another stream. And usually these run roughly like when they're slow, like a really slow night. They typically run maybe about 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe. It depends on how long-winded I can really be off the top of my head. Let's see. Maybe I can come up with some other talking points. I did write some things down. Let's see. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be later down the line. Let's see. Yeah, my little fight scene thing. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, that should be pretty fucking dope. Let's see. Okay. So I did have. I thought I wrote down some ideas. I think this is more for the stream itself, which I have an idea for this week. I just have to find a way and the time to record it. So maybe I really don't want to fall off and stop, like, not stream a night, because I want to be able to get on this momentum, right? So that way I can get on here and, you know, I guess impress the algorithm. So that way my channel can start getting some exposure and then we can start going. I know this is going to be a long ass fucking process. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, not even 60 videos in just yet. It's going to be a while. But we will get there slowly but surely. I'm also at the point where it's like, I really don't want to just like blow up all of a sudden, because I don't know if I can handle some shit like that. We're like, oh shit. Okay. So let's see. We are at 54 minutes. So we're about 50 minutes into the stream, because I know I started the what you call it, the schedule apart at about, what was it, 8:30? Yeah, it was about 8:30, 8:33, 8:34. So we're actually about at the 50-minute mark now. So, and I'm trying to get on and it was so nice. Like, I could literally get it all set up. I got it set up to where it's really easy to get in there and just get it done pretty quickly. I don't have to sit here for like 5 to 7 minutes in order to be able to get everything set up properly. So, but we will be let's see, setting up everything properly. Man, I just it's that damn number. I think I need to get rid of that fucking number. It's not really for me, it's for you guys, you know. So you, like, you know, you can sit, like, it can show me a number, but as soon as that number it's like, oh fuck, and I'm just like, then my mind just goes fucking blank to what I was saying. All right, let me backtrack just a little bit in my head and try to figure out where the fuck was I going with all this. I really don't know. I think it would be a lot better if, you know, I'm trying to get everything. Oh yeah, I was talking about the whole, you know, how organized the stream is starting to be, but I guess maybe I should work on myself just a little bit too. You know, actually start, you know, writing down different things. You know, maybe for the main topic, I can come up with like, I really don't like the idea of doing scripts because I don't feel like it's genuine half the time. Like, I mean, it could be good, but at the same time, it's just like, oh, I mean, I'm just reading my thoughts, but I don't know. This is one of those things I'll end up having to get used to, get better at. So, but this is a process. That's what it is. And I'm here for it. So, I'm going to clear this up. Okay. So, anyways, I know this wasn't a big topic. Nobody really cared about it, obviously. But I will tell you this. We will be having another show tomorrow night. And I'm not going to tell you the subject because I think I'm going to keep that a secret for now. And, you know, I think I'm going to call it a night. I think that sounds like a good idea. So, I'm sorry, Jay. If you're seeing this at the end, I'm going to have to shut it down. And so I'm going to go ahead and exit out of queue, hit my Discord. Okay. So when I stop the stream, that's another one down for the count. We're like 50, probably 54 minutes, 54 and a half, somewhere around there. So that's pretty good length for just being completely fucking solo. But definitely we'll have another one for tomorrow. And I understand, you know, not everybody is going to be interested in all the topics or even care about even, you know, whatever the subject is. This is more of just like, hey, we're talking about this, but it's not exactly something that we have to stick to. You know, we can always change it up, make it different, you know? So let's say, like, you know, like tonight we talk about Gambit, but a lot of the times when somebody actually shows up to the show, you know, they don't always, it's not always you know, we talk about the main subject. It's really more just a conversation starter, I guess you could say. You know, that's what this is. you know, to kind of get people in the door, be like, hey, you know, they're talking about this, and we can always loop back to it too. It doesn't always have to stay on a strict schedule and, you know, verbatim, this line, that line. I want it to be just fucking wild, see what happens, you know, actually have a conversation, you know, and ask people about their opinions, you know. And I guess I should get a little more educated on Gambit to remember envoys. I can't believe that that word literally left my head. All of a sudden, all I could think about was enclave, but not envoys. Like, or envoys, envoys, whichever you want to call it. I thought it was hilarious. So, but anyways, I think I'm going to hop it off for the night. Hop it off. Is that even a term? I'm going to hop off for the night. So, until I see you again, Guardians, you stay classy.